Hello, and welcome to my alternative reality. This week we listen to the sounds of healing, and also descend into the dark depths of Peril underground. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the trip.
Yo. Motherfucker, what is that?
The Robert rules say we gotta have minutes for a meeting, right? These the minutes.
Nigga, is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? What the fuck is you thinking, man?
If you love the sound of sound healing, you'll love this next story. A reporter, Amber, visited a sound healer who retunes people's bodies and gets rid of their white noise.
Hey there, I'm Amber. Now, sound healing has been used for centuries by the ancient Indians, the Chinese and the Tibetans. So today we're going to find out how it works in the modern day. Let's go and meet Lara from Neighbour Star Wellbeing Centre.
Welcome, and I'll take you into the healing room. This way.
So Lara, can you tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind sound healing?
The sound healing is very ancient. It goes right back to the Egyptian civilization, back to the Essenes, to the various civilizations. And the Egyptians used to have sound chambers where they put their clients on an altar of granite, and they would have a rod very similar to these rods here, and they would play them underneath their client and heal them with the sounds.
So you're telling us before that the vibrations that we have in modern society can get out of whack somehow, and the aim with sound healing is to bring those vibrations back into alignment. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That's correct. We have, as I'm sure people have heard of, white noise. White noise are things like the refrigerator, microwave,
So that sort of zzz
the television,
sounds.
even when it's off, they make a sound, and we don't even hear them anymore because they've just become part of our everyday life. However, all the white noise is detrimental to your health. It causes vibrations that are not good for you, whereas the sounds of nature, sounds of the running river, and they make you feel relaxed and comfortable.
So does that mean that our ancestors who lived in the bush and were exposed to the sounds of ducks quacking or the rivers running or the sounds of the whistling winds through the trees, they would have been healthier because of that?
I think they were. It's, when you think of it, what about the slaves, Native American slaves working in the fields? You know, they used to sing they'd all sing in unison, and that made them feel so happy. And you know, they always remark in books about how they were happy workers. So it's a wonderful thing, vibration.
So how did you get into it?
I think I've been in it all my life, unbeknownst to myself. And about 5-6 years ago, I was led, after my parents both died, I wanted to know what my passion was. So I sort of said, what's my passion? And one day I was at a drumming session and just playing the drums, all of a sudden I had one of those aha moments. And it just came to me, this is my passion. I feel so joyful and like a child when I play the drums. So after that, I was led to go and train with my voice, to use my voice for healing. And it's just gone from there.
Can you show us the tuning forks that you use today?
Okay, these were designed by Jonathan Goldman. He's one of the biggest sound healers in the world. And it's to what they call the solfege scale. And they even emit the vibration, even when you can't hear it physically. I'll put it up to your ear.
Oh wow.
It's still there. And the vibrations just go through the body and just go to wherever it's needed.
It's amazing, it seems so magical. So you're saying that it works on the different chakras, the meridian energy points of the body. Does it work on the auric field as well, that energy field that surrounds the body?
Yes, it does. It works, and that's why if you're listening to the radio and you hear the different songs, why you have different reactions to the songs. If it's something, every person has their own particular vibrational frequency, their own note. And if you hear that note in music or being played somewhere, you'll suddenly have a reaction to it. You'll say, oh, I really like that song. And it's because it's in your particular note. And one of my sound healing treatments, I work with people to discover what their note is.
Our sound healing client. Angie, how was that today? What's sound healing like for a client?
It's wonderful. It brings up emotion that you've been storing for a while. Being on the table and having the sound healing made me realise in my chakras where I was holding the tension and the fear in my base chakra and my solar plexus, which is in my stomach. So I could feel the energy coming through the chakra, unblocking the chakras, and made me see that, to see where I'm going in my life. It got rid of my fear, got me to trust that this is a new beginning.
So that you were talking about the chakras, so they're like energy meridians in the
Yeah,
body,
they
aren't
are.
they? And so the energy circulates through our chakra system?
Yes. So if any of our chakras are blocked, that means the energy is not running, it's not flowing through your chakras, so part of your body gets sick. So if you realize that that is happening to you, that means that you have some sort of fear, and the fear is blocking love. So if you focus on love instead of the fear, every time you have fear about something that you want to do, if you focus in love, love would undo and bring energies through those chakras, allow the energy to flow through the 7th chakra.
So as we've seen today, sound healing is all about changing the vibration of the body by using chimes and sounds and gongs and rainmakers so that we can become healthier, happier people in our minds, bodies and spirits. So thank you very much, Lara. I'm Amber and this has been Maha's Alternative Reality.
What are you doing this weekend? I'm putting up a retaining wall. Do it yourself? No, I'm going to get some broken. Oh, come on, mate, do it yourself. She's a pretty big job. Oh, you'll be right. You reckon? We can knock it over in half a day. Yeah, get a couple mates around. Hey, Jonesy! Huh? Give us a hammer for job Saturday. Mate, you're dreaming. Aussies. Oh, no surprises there.
Recently, our reporter Sasha found herself in Peril Underground. Peril Underground, a place of tattooing and fashion, is an unofficial hub for all things weird and subcultural. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Sasha, and today Maha's Alternative Reality is taking me to Peril Underground. Now, I've heard it's a bit gothic, it's a bit fetish, and we're going to be seeing a guy getting a tattoo done. I don't know if I've dressed appropriately, but anyway, we're here. Let's go have a look. I'm here with Peter, the manager, owner and founder of Peril Underground. Now Peter, give me a tour of this shop. I've never been somewhere like this. Take me through it, I'm scared.
Okay, we have lots of different facets of Peril. Start off over here, we've got all new clothing, which is all done by local Australian designers, which rather than supporting overseas people, we've got a great lot of Australian designers, so I fully support them. And as you can probably see by looking at the type of clothing, it's very varied, anything from cyber to burlesque to Lolita to goth to punk. So it spreads all across different subcultures, so we're not restricted just in one style. Burlesque is huge at the moment, it's been huge for about 5 years and this gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like roller derby, we're doing a lot of roller derby clothing.
All right, and what does that tend to look like? Bright, a bit more brighter?
If we come around here, anything from the super skimpy.
Oh yeah, nice. And these, are they worn underneath or the?
No, that's
this
it.
is the
That's
pants.
actually it.
This is the pants.
And yeah, the roller derby scene is very, very healthy in Melbourne at the moment. And then you've got your great range of colourful sort of cyber type here. It crosses over to burlesque.
What was the inspiration behind creating this style?
Well, Peril always wanted to be a bit different. I started off as a 100% music store, doing a lot of alternative music. Because of my age, I was very fortunate to come up with being grown up listening from punk to jazz fusion to rock to metal and then electronica. So I always evolved as the years went by with my music. And then with music, obviously people buy clothing. And so I started expanding what Peril used to do. And now I'm a bit of like a department store where if you're in any sort of subculture, you basically should be able to get it down at Peril. Whether it's from a tattoo to a CD to band t-shirts to punk wear to anything. So it's a one-stop shop for a lot of the subculture.
Now let's have a look at your accessories that you have here. Is this all new or is it second-hand?
Mostly second-hand in this particular cabinet.
And do you source everything personally, or do people come to you to trade in?
No, I promote the fact that we do a lot of second-hand clothing. A lot of my clientele will come in and I say, look, I want to buy this, I don't have enough money. I've got some old things that I don't wear or use anymore. So I'm very happy to do maybe a trade.
So something like this I wasn't expecting to see here. It's kind of a cut-out wetsuit. It's a bit 80s.
It's exactly what it is.
Not really gothic though.
No. Well, this is all done by a local girl. Her name's Lixer, and she's like a modern-day tank girl from the movie. She can weld. She can fix her own car. She modifies clothing. Like that is a wetsuit. She'll get like just a cheap wind sheeter and create something different out of it. She modifies things.
So where could you wear something like this? I mean, who are most of your clientele and where do they go?
There's a lot of small clubs that might only get about 200 to 300 people. They might be on the third floor of some building or downstairs in a basement. And you basically have to, they're not promoted, they're not advertised. So you have to come to shops like Peril to find out about them.
Right.
And it's like if you want an individual piece, you can't get these in bulk stores. Where I've got a local girl that she'll get even things like a tent. It's a lining of a tent.
So this used to be a real tent?
Yeah.
And can you get stuff made on demand? Like if somebody came in and they wanted something specific out there that you don't have, could you get it designed?
We've got about 4 different local girls, depending on what the client wants. I'll refer them to that particular person and they'll come in, get a fitting. If a pattern has to be made up, we'll make the pattern. So I've got some very clever girls that do all this for me. And as you can probably see here, this is the music side of the shop. We have a lot of different genres of music, nothing remotely mainstream or top 40. It's all EBM to black metal, death metal, dark ambience, theatrical rock, experimental electronica, all the things. If you want something a bit different, that's what I try to sell.
So do you source most of this music personally?
Yeah. Mostly imports. I have a good sized Australian section. Like everything in the shop, I try to support anything Australian, whether it's clothing, makeup, music. It's important to help the local artists.
So Woody, you've come all the way from the United States of America to get a tattoo at Peril Underground?
Absolutely.
Who dragged you here?
Well, no one in particular.
How did you find this place?
Just walking down the street and heard Zohan's name and Peril and thought this was a place to be.
It was just fate. Now, let's see what you're getting. We've got a bit of a stencil here. It looks like a horse or a pony, something like that.
It is.
What's the inspiration behind it?
Well, back home in the States, I have a horse
Yeah.
And I'm a country person, so that's part of the reason behind it.
So your tattoo process isn't just you saying, yeah, here, I want to come get a tattoo. It's an actual journey. It's a bit of a
Absolutely.
process. It's something that you're always going to remember.
Absolutely. And then to have Rohan doing it, I just the way he's presented himself in the shop, and I wish I would have done more of them here.
So do you tend to go to a few shops and just feel out if it's the right place to get it done?
Yeah.
Now, you must have done heaps and heaps of tattoos over the years. Have you ever done a tattoo where you just wanted to tell the person, don't do it, you're going to regret it, this is a shocking tattoo?
Happened, or still it happens. Usually when it comes to boyfriends, girlfriends, initials, most of the time they come back and get it covered up. Yeah.
With another name or with something completely different?
Something completely different.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So they usually learn their lesson after the first time.
Pretty much.
But do you ever tell them, you know, give them a bit of a pep talk first, or you let them learn for themselves?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they do listen, sometimes not. So what can we do? Yeah.
You know, I always look for, even though I have an idea of what I want,
yeah.
I always look for the artist's input. So even if I know I'm going to do it anyways, I kind of want to hear their take on it. And when I brought this picture in, he said, nice.
Is that for aesthetic reasons or just for a bit of, you know, backup, so you don't have buyer's remorse?
I just want their opinion on having it done, to see if, like you said, if they should try to talk you out of it.
Yeah, plus paper and skin is two different type of mediums. So what works on paper not necessarily works on the skin.
Peter, now I'm really not dressed appropriately. I want to get involved. Can you pick an outfit out for me? I wouldn't know where to start.
Well, it depends on how far you want to go and what style you want. Like the rockabilly is gorgeous and something like that. But you want something a bit more fetish, a bit more out there.
I want to be transformed. I want to be a different person.
Okay, well, I'm sure we can find something.
You've been watching Maha's Alternative Reality. I'm Sasha, a changed woman. I'm ready to go show myself off in the city.
That's all, folks. Hope you were fascinated. If you want to learn or see more, check out our YouTube channel or Facebook page. And remember, let your freak flag fly.